How a hacker stole $1 billion from banks. Holy. Yo, chat, anyone want to put hack $1 billion into my account? I'll give you whatever you want. You want a Kenji U2s? They're sold out. You can have one. I'll give you one. No?
July 10th, 2016. Two men are walking into the entrance of a bank in Taipei. They're wearing medical masks and fisher hats. One of them guards the entrance, while the other stands in front of the ATM.
Damn.
He doesn't do anything, though. He doesn't withdraw money with a card, nor does he try to blow it up. He just waits.
The story, hold on. Do you hear this beep? This beat's just crazy, though. Holy.
They're wearing medical masks and fisher hats. One of them guards the entrance, while the other stands in front of the ATM. He doesn't do anything, though. He doesn't withdraw money with a card, nor does he try to blow it up.
He's hacking it with a USB.
He just waits. And then something curious happens. The ATM starts spitting out banknote after banknote. All he has to do is collect the money. As a stranger approaches, they immediately abort and leave.
How?
The stranger will find the cash just lying there. Even though it doesn't exactly look like it, he just walked into a massive heist. While those two men collected their money,
I wouldn't say nothing. I would scoop all the remaining money and dip. I would pick it all up and then deposit it straight into my account. That's mine. I need it.
20 others did the same thing at other branches. This is just one puzzle piece of a larger operation, a 2-year-long sophisticated attack that shook the global financial system to its core.
Holy.
More than 100 banks in over 30 countries with stolen funds amounting to roughly $1 billion US. One of the biggest bank heists in history, orchestrated by hackers.
Jeez.
The Carbonac Group. They are led by one elusive mastermind. But on this one night in Taipei, he and his team made a crucial mistake, one that they will pay a heavy price for.
Carbonac was a game changer, I think.
Poof. The attackers, they have the password of the administrator. So at that point we knew that they were watching what we were doing.
It's very hard to arrest a piece of code.
And it's coming straight out the bank, bro. There's no way. Chat, why the don't you have like hacking skills, bro? I'm an old programmer. Wouldn't call it hacking though.
This video was
Yo, hack some money into my donations, bro. Come on. Oh my God, I'm broke. Please. I need gold teeth and a new BMW. Come on, please. That's what I need.
Security company Kaspersky Labs, on the basis of their documentary series, Tomorrow Unlocked. Also, check out this great podcast episode by Darknet Diaries on the story, link in the description. The actual events of this hack are known, but the names of the attacked banks and involved employees were never disclosed. So to tell this story, we created Maxim. That's him. It's the 8th of April, a regular Tuesday. He works in a Ukrainian bank. He's a well-respected employee, but he has a bad habit of not installing his Windows updates.
Oh,
as he sips his
wait,
coffee
I do that all the time.
And thinks about the receptionist he has a crush on, an email from his colleague pops in. It's from Sergey, his coworker.
Sergey want? Damn, I'm trying to look at ass and titties. Sergey, move.
The mail has a Word document attached. It translates into Compliance with Federal Law 115, dated 21/7/2014. Sounds important enough. Maxim clicks on it. He reads it, closes it, and continues his very ordinary workday. A few months later, Maxim is sitting in a meeting. His boss seems distraught. Some of his bank's ATMs started spitting out banknotes at seemingly random times of day. It seems like whoever was lucky enough to show up at the right time could just grab the money. The bank might be the victim of a cyber attack. The employees should act cautious and avoid suspicious emails. Emails,
that motherfucker is the reason.
Meetings, stress, colossal hacks. For many, it's the same story every day. What if you want to throw in the towel and build something of your own? The bank hired Kaspersky to investigate their problem.
Suddenly all your ATMs are empty. You know that something had happened.
This is Jort van der Wiel. He was part of the team on the case. He checks the hard disks of the affected ATMs for malware and finds nothing. Not one suspicious activity, not a single trail to follow. A few months later, van der Wiel gets a call in the middle of the night. It's 3 a.m. It's an account manager working for a large Russian bank. He says van der Wiel and his team need to call his IT guy ASAP. A couple of minutes later, one of van der Wiel's Kaspersky coworkers shows up at a bank in Russia. The IT guy on the site is panicking. Someone has gained control over their domain controller.
Imagine having that job, dude. He's sitting there crying, I'm getting fired.
That's the heart of their server network. If you control the domain controller in a Windows environment, you basically control everything.
Holy.
and without a good reason, it's sending data to China. The Kaspersky specialist starts to look for malware right away. Eventually, he finds a software that lets you watch and control a computer remotely.
Whoa.
Could it be that the intruder is watching them right now? He has an idea. He opens a Word document and writes the Russian word for hello. They wait for a few minutes. Nothing happens. Then, suddenly, the cursor moves, and letters appear. The hacker answered.
So
he adds, in Russian, "You will not catch us." To which the Kaspersky employee replies, "We will catch you." "No, you will not catch us." Okay, it's on.
That's scary, chat.
It will take some time, but eventually the Kaspersky team finds the malware. It is similar to the Garburb Trojan. One configuration file of the malware is called Ananak, so the team decides to call it Carbonac. This incident at the Russian bank gave Van der Wiel and his colleagues hints about what is going on, and they link it all back to those hacked ATMs in Ukraine. Now they can reconstruct how the Carbonac hackers operate, so let's wind back. This is one of the Carbonac hackers. Again, it's the 8th of April, 2014. He already got into Sergey's email account, but he wants access to Maxim's computer. So he sends out this email with that attachment.
Oh, wow.
The Word file exploits vulnerabilities in Microsoft Word to download malware that contains a backdoor.
Is that still possible right now, chat? I'll be opening all the time, bro. I'm constantly clicking. Yes?
The hacker now has remote access to Maxim's computer. Next step, gain access to the whole network. And he knows exactly how to do it. The hacker installs a specific software on Maxim's computer, which slows it down, which in turn frustrates Maxim. So he calls IT to come by and check. By the time the IT guy comes over, the hacker has installed a keylogger. This way, he will be able to see everything one types into Maxim's keyboard.
So then when they use the admin to fix it, they got the password, bro.
The IT guy starts to investigate. To do so, he needs to type in his admin password. And bingo. The hacker got the admin's password. He tries it out on the domain controller. And yep, it's the same. Now he can go look for the computer in the network that controls the money transfers and the ATMs.
Oh, this is crazy.
But he doesn't attack right away. Instead, for months he silently observes the employees managing the transactions. Once he fully understands the process, he proceeds.
This is wild, bro.
To steal the money, the Carbonac group developed 3 different methods. One way is to transfer money from so-called transaction management accounts to their own accounts. To avoid suspicion, they raise the balances by the stolen amount beforehand, keeping the total unchanged. Since banks check accounts only every 10 hours, the transfers go unnoticed. Another way is to take control of specific ATMs to let them spill out banknotes right into the hands of money mules.
Wow.
These are men hired through the Moldovan mafia who collect the money and send it to their bosses. In exchange, they get to keep a small cut. The third method is the most sophisticated.
I want it all. Chat, how feasible is this like in 2025? Because this happened in 2014. Do we have any knowers that would know, like, is this still possible like now?
The hackers set up a couple of bank accounts in the names of their money mules, including debit cards. Then they make sure they all have the same small amount on it, let's say $3.33. Then they update the bank's database, exchanging that $3.33 for $1 million. Suddenly, all the money mules have $1 million on their bank account, their debit cards to withdraw the cash. As a side effect of the database update, some broke bank customers will suddenly find themselves to be millionaires.
Oh my God, bro. Can you keep the money? If someone accidentally puts $1 million into my account, I'm keeping it. I don't care. You're going to have to kill me for it. It's mine. It's mine. I'm stuffing it in my ass. You're not getting it from me.
Kaspersky team understands the methods of the Carbonac group, the more they begin to grasp how complex this operation is. Kaspersky teams up with Europol, major European bank.
It's illegal, but I didn't do nothing, bro. I ain't even do nothing. Let me keep the $1 million, man. That's some bullshit. You can go to jail. Why? I didn't do nothing. If someone randomly puts $1 million into my account, that's just like, it's finders keepers at that point, dude.
And various national law enforcement agencies to hunt them down. They're able to take down some of their servers, but then the hackers start using different tools and continue to work under the radar. By the beginning of 2015, Carbonac has robbed at least 100 financial institutions in almost 30 countries. Most of the victims are in Russia, but also in the US, China, and Europe.
They're worldwide,
Within 2
bro.
years, they steal roughly $1 billion. They appear to be unstoppable until someone screws up.
Oh no. Chat, imagine your bank is getting drained and you can't stop it for 2 years. You can't do about it, bro. On God!
The first bank reported that over 70 million NT dollars was withdrawn illegally. The
They got 'em in
withdrawals were made
flip-flops?
in both Taipei and Taichung across 34 ATMs and 20 branches.
In July 2016, Carbanak attacks the so-called first bank in Taipei, but the Taiwanese police are quick on their feet. Very quick.
我们从被盗领的 ATM 的影像先去调。
At least 500 police officers checking the CCTVs. We track
Damn.
all the footage from the ATMs and back to the hotels.
Bro, you can't do shit over there, dude. What the? They got this dude in 4K going everywhere.
All the suspects.
This is
车手的一个身份，陆陆续续，接下来3-4天的时间，全部把22位的一个身份
22 money mules, most of them Russian, the rest from Eastern European countries. 19 of them successfully flee Taiwan, but 3 remain in the country with the money. Their faces are all over the media. To escape, they have to get rid of the money somehow. One of them hides 2.
Get rid of it. I'm taking that money and getting a whole new face. You telling me I got $1 million? I'm gonna get reconstruction surgery and then leave the country. No one gonna know.
Sports bags with some of the money at the Donghu Park. He then flees to Yulong County and hides there. But he is caught and leads the police back to the sports bags.
Oh, he
but
snitched.
instead of 2, there is only 1 left. An elderly man found one of the bags and took it home.
He probably think that was fortune from God.
The police seize the second bag and search for the other money mules. A man called Bobby hides the
Hey, see, that's an old man, bro. What are you talking about? Chat, you're telling me you wouldn't be the old man? I'm out, bro. If I find $1 million on the ground, oh wow, that's great. It must be God and God, so good. Thank you, God. I'm going good tonight. Thank you so much. And I'm running home, bro.
rests the money in 2 suitcases and stows them in 2 lockers at Taipei Central Station. Shortly after, 2 other men from Eastern Europe arrive in Taiwan and collect the suitcases from the main station. They go to a hotel to have brunch. As they sit down, they're interrupted by the police.
Oh,
The knife, your folk, stay calm, don't move. It's not an interaction with us, such as Ryan.
They ask the men to take them to their hotel room.
Сколько у вас человек всего?
Здесь нас двое.
only
Нет,
2 of
целая
us.
группа.
Чего группа?
Вот это преступление.
In their hotel room, law enforcement finds
Holy,
banknotes
look how much money, bro. Chat, do you see how much money that is? Yo.
that are worth roughly 1.5 million US dollars. The Taiwanese police managed to recover 90% of the stolen money.
If I was a part of the police, I'm taking half of that. We didn't find $1 million today. We found, oh, wow, you see this crazy bus? Hey, Enrique, look, we found $500,000. You're gonna be like, what you mean? There's $1 million. I said 500,000. You could get half of the rest. Shut your ass up. That's what I would do, bro.
The 3 money mules are sentenced to a little over 4 years in prison. These guys are just low-level operatives. But on the phone of one of the men, the Taiwanese police find pictures of stacks of money in various currencies.
Holy.
Find emails from the suspected head of the Carbanak group. Europol, the FBI, cybersecurity companies, and several authorities from different countries work tirelessly to find the Carbanak mastermind. Little do they know he is hiding all the way across the globe, living a life in luxury.
There's no way he gets caught. There's no way he gets caught, bro. The fall of a mastermind. Ow.
March 6, 2018. This is Dennis. He's Ukrainian, but now he lives with his wife and son in Alicante, Spain. He's a rather private person. He doesn't really leave the house. Right now, as per usual, he's coding new malware. He's one of the best of his trade. To keep a low profile, he does most of his spending in Bitcoin. At the time, he's worth 15,000 Bitcoins. In 2018, that was worth roughly $162 million. Today, it would be more than $1 billion.
Damn!
But there are some things that Bitcoin can't buy. Not a lot of car or house sellers like to be paid in digital currencies, so he needs to use real money to buy these, which leaves traces. This is what tipped off the police. They start to follow the money and eventually realize who he is.
Run!
His laptop is still on and unlocked. The forensic team immediately starts to collect evidence. The authorities will seize 2 BMWs and
Damn, that's what I want, bro. I want some BMWs.
jewelry valued at $500,000.
And jewelry? Wait, did they say and jewelry? That's exactly what I want. Gold teeth and some BMWs.
Is still on and unlocked.
He
The
living my
forensic
life.
team immediately starts to collect evidence. The authorities will seize 2 BMWs and jewelry, valued at $500,000, and of course his bitcoins. But the vast majority of the stolen $1 billion remains missing to this day.
Who took the bitcoins?
Dennis K. may have been the mastermind behind the Carbanak operation, but he certainly didn't work alone.
We think that it was quite a big team, at least between 10 and 30 people all together that was able to pull this scheme off.
You can find the same piece of code being used by different groups, and it's very hard as a security researcher to know the difference which group is using what code, because the code is very similar. It's very hard to arrest a piece of code.
In late 2018,
Damn.
3 Ukrainians were arrested who were allegedly involved as well. The Carbanak malware still exists today. The hackers who use it go by many names: Fin7, Joker's Dash, Carbon, and Cobalt Spider.
Hey, one of them need to put millions of dollars in everybody's bank account, bro. Imagine that. Chat, imagine you wake up to $1 million, everybody rich.
Experts suspect that those Russian cybercriminals are given free rein by the Russian government in order to cause chaos in the Western world.
Oh my God, I'm allergic to
Maxim's
money.
bank lost millions. As we know now, this could have easily been avoided. The Carbanak group exploited a vulnerability in Microsoft Word, one that had already been fixed 3 years prior, but Maxim was too distracted to install those Windows updates.
Looking at titties.
So make sure to keep your systems up to date. It could save your employer a couple million.
Man, the employer, man, they ain't gonna give me benefits. These motherfuckers about to fire me next week. That shit. Everybody getting hacked in this motherfucker. This is some bull. I want to get millions of dollars.
Chat, let's hack something. Come on, let's hack something together. We can do it together and we can make millions. Be rich. Be so rich.